Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have the finals from the 2017 Millennium Games Store Championship held in Rochester, New York. We're playing Game of Thrones, the card game, 2nd edition. There is the plaque for the Store Championship on the table, the regional bye, which will give you a first round automatic win at an upcoming regional. And that is what is on the line, plus bragging rights on the drive home. So John on the left, if you haven't seen it, crushed his way here to the finals. And you can see him play a bunch of matches on the channel in this series, actually. There's a playlist on the main page. Scroll down, you'll find the playlist there. Look for the Millennium Games Store Championship 2017 to watch that. You can see the other top 4 game where I played, and obviously won. And I'm here on the right, playing Greyjoy Fealty. John's got Tyrell Kings of Summer. And it looks like I've set up Balon Greyjoy, Lord's Port Shipwright, an Ironfleet Scout, and a Sea Tower. And John set up a Hedge Knight, Garden Caretaker, and he set up the Arbor, which we saw him do in the last game. That guy is sticking them under the table and just pulling them out before setup, and seems to start with them. Just laughs at you the rest of the game because he's got all the monies. So let's see if he can flood the board with tons of renown, knights and ladies and all that business and rush to the win here. Or if Balon can get some unopposed and crush it and win using some unopposed tech.
It has a reserve of 4.
So I get trolled by guys in the background. You'll hear Kevin and Kyle from my meta trolling me for flipping Rise of Kraken.
Man, I don't care. I just thought he was going to summon.
And he flips Time of Plenty. I thought he was opening Summer Harvest. He played a low gold plot. Yes, he has the Arbor. Yes, he'll get tons of money. I probably should have not cared. Looking back now, maybe I should just let him flood the board. I got Valor. I'll blow it up. But I decided to screw with him a little bit and play a 2 gold plot. Try to hit him. And really the reason I did flip it 100%, the reason I did flip it is for the 2 claim. I was looking to just strike him fast. I had Balon already going. I thought I'd get an unopposed military off, hit him with 2 claim, maybe get an intrigue challenge through, knowing he's got the knights and ladies going. Not a lot of intrigue there. Lots of military power though. And I thought maybe I'd just get a jump on him, start hitting him hard with 2 claim. But yeah, I don't know if this is the right call. We'll see. But yeah, Time of Plenty gets me some extra cards, and I'm down with extra cards for sure. I'm just looking for dupes and saves to prep for my Valor. So I felt if I had played 2 gold 2 at Fealty and a reducing location, I should be able to get something else out. I definitely have something in my hand that I could play, I'm sure, to at least protect Balon out there. But we will see. Win initiative. Is it me going first here?
Are you going first? No, he's first.
And yeah, you see here Kevin and those guys talking from the side of the table. I know eventually I tell them to get quiet or get lost. But that's what happens when it's two buddies in the final. We're playing, we practice together, we play together at our local store. And when it's just down to us, the Rochester guys, you know, we come down, we knock them all out. And they just scatter, they leave, they go home, they don't even see what happens in the finals. So it's literally just all the guys who came down together. We're all sitting around the table here. Kind of what feels like a casual match, but not for me. I'm trying to defend my title from having the Rochester Championship last year at the Store Championship. So, you know, I'm trying to win another one here. I wish. Okay, it looks like I play out a Iron Islands Fishmonger. And yeah, so a little slow here on the marshalling, distracted from the side. They're having conversations with us, but that will end shortly. Don't worry. We definitely troll each other. I'm sure you'll hear us. None of it's serious, so if we're talking shit to each other, it's just jokes. But I still want to kill him and win. And another cheap stealth on the board, so I definitely had enough to get weenies out to, you know, to protect Balon sort of from any marched or claim from military. But is he safe from the Valor? I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if my opponent's playing Valor at this point in the tournament, that's for sure. I don't scout, I don't look. Yeah, we came down together, but like I wasn't looking through his deck or, you know, caring what his plots were or anything like that. So but an Iron Mines, that is probably what was in my hand, feeling pretty safe that you know, I could at least play with the Iron Islands Fishmonger in the Iron Mines if I only had 2 gold. And with the Sea Tower, I guess. Probably, you know, new Maester, Windermere could be played there. So over to the Tyrell player from Marshalling. We got a Knight of Summer. And annoyingly, a Mare in Heat. One of my favorite Tyrell attachments. Haven't seen that in play in a while. Probably have to read it. Yeah, I'm leaning over there. Probably got to read it. So then he plays an Arbor Knight, which is interesting. I personally would have thrown on the Arbor Knight. I think the lower strength characters are better for it, to be honest. But maybe he thinks Arbor Knight's not going to stick around as long, which is fine. That makes sense, I guess. But it basically knocks guys out of challenges who have higher strength, so which is annoying against Balon. Without having stealth right now, Balon comes into a challenge, Knight of Summer just knocks him out. So Balon's not going to win as unopposed, and the Knight of Summer there will win the challenge, actually. So, well, Summer plot's revealed, and no Winter plot. He's got +2 in Renown, and then John hides his Mare in Heat under there to try to make me forget about it. And he's got a bodyguard on Marjorie Tyrell, who just came in play there. So we can get strength buffs all day when he needs it. So now the bodyguards, the extra characters, my 2-claim military is not hitting off that hard. I should have known. Like, I just thought maybe I'd hit a Summer Harvest and he'd only be getting, I still would have got 4 gold plus the Arbor. Yeah, and then you get a Rose Road and a Guard Caretaker. So in my mind, yeah, I was thinking like, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to screw over his first plot. It was a gamble. I was gambling and it may have burnt me here, but we will see. But I was definitely getting trolled from the sidelines. Heads were shaking as I flipped that plot. Thinking, what are you doing, man? Did you grab the wrong plot, Rob? Come on. But I still got a decent board. But obviously I won't be able to use that as a closer later. So we'll see what happens here. Stay tuned, folks. It's worth the wait. And while you're waiting, hit that like button if you like these videos. Any like definitely helps it bump up in the search results, help people find these videos, helps find the channel, it's free and it helps. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Every subscription helps a ton. Helps a ton. So please, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for all those who have. So I'm coming in with an intrigue here with the Lordsport Shipwright. 1 strength. I have the Iron Fleet Scout. I'm going first. I can get an extra 2 buffed on him. Looks like no gold save on Tyrell side, so he can't spend any to buff up his Arbor Knight. So he's just going to block the unopposed and take a 2 claim. Which is interesting. I don't know why he's blocking the unopposed, really. Like, yeah, I'll get some power and some extra power off my plot. But really, it's just more for him to steal. So, like, yeah. So when he goes on his turn, he would have some power to take on a power challenge. Maybe he's not planning on leaving anyone standing to do those challenges. We will see. I'm just running through what I can do here. Just trying to get those 2-claim challenges off. I'm okay if he hits me back. I got a handful of cards. I got weenies on the board to die for claim. No power on my house right now to steal, so whatever. But yeah, he'll get some unopposed if I go all in and leave everything dealt, of course. But I might be okay with that, really. Like, I just need to get some power, obviously. It's never good to leave your opponent coming out of the first round with no power on their house card. You want the power there, so you can start speeding up your game if you can. That's the way I think, but I could be wrong. But hey, I'm at the final table. Just kidding. Just kidding.
7. We win.
So he's used Marjorie to buff up the Arbor Knight.
That's all I got.
Or sorry, Knight of Summer. And just fully wins the challenge. Takes a Renown on defense.
No defender.
And he's coming in, I think, with a military there with the Hedge Knight. Unopposed.
Claim. I'll try.
And I might as well throw a Risen from the Sea on Balon, buff up his strength while I can. Why not? I could save it till later, but I think I need to get rid of cards there to hit my reserve anyway. So I play it out to, if he cancels it, he cancels it. I get screwed there because Balon would be dead, but I was betting big that he didn't have Hand's Judgment. So already 2 huge risks, playing that plot first and trying to Risen on Balon. Maybe I had a second Risen in hand. That could also be a possibility. I normally don't do that kind of thing on my only quote-unquote big dude on the board. But to be honest, if I lose, I lose. It's all good. I'm fine losing to John and a metamate. That's okay. But I do want to win. I'm just taking risks, playing a little crazy. Trying to catch him off guard, not be predictable, that's for sure. But yeah, Balon at 6 strength is pretty good. I just need to see his great Kraken to give him stealth. That'd be great. To stealth past that silly Knight of Summer there with his Marin Heat attachment. Would be nice. I guess got Maester Windermere to throw some stealth in with Balon right now. John, the Tyrell player, has already picked his plot. He's sure what he's doing. Me, not sure at all. And to be honest, I didn't really know what his deck was doing at this point. I remember finally playing him. I didn't play Kyle from our meta, who's also playing a very similar deck. I didn't play John earlier in the day. So I was sitting in front of him, not even sure. I knew he was playing Tyrell. I knew that much because, you know, he got the top Tyrell prize, and I saw the house card and all, and he was bragging about it before the game. But, yeah, I didn't know what it was trying to do. And I wasn't really paying attention to the new Tyrell cards that came out at the time. So it looks like he plays Calm of Westeros, play a little safe, reduce claim. And I play Noble Cause, try to reduce the cost of the Lord or Lady. And yeah, just shout out to Travis for throwing in those wooden house cards you see on the board right now. He gave those out to the top player for each faction, which I obviously got the Greyjoy one, which was really very nice. And shout out to Vinny from the Rochester meta for trading some gold coins, no, some tokens. I think Broken Egg tokens I won. That were also thrown into the prize pool. Thank you to Millennium Games for being awesome. Throwing in a bunch of extra Broken Egg prizes and some coins and whatnot. Just adding them into the prize pool, making it more amazing, making it worth the drive down there. But yeah, I traded away some Broken Egg power tokens that I already had to Vinny from their meta, who traded me those Greyjoy tokens that he had and didn't want anymore. They were actually out of stock in the store of Greyjoy, and actually went there trying to get those tokens. They didn't have any, but Vinny traded me. He was very awesome for that. So shout out to him for being awesome. And it looks like power was chosen actually to reduce claim from Calm over Westeros. Very interesting play early in the game. Doesn't care about military, obviously. Having bodyguards and many weenies on the board. Doesn't care about intrigue against the Greyjoy deck. And he chooses power to kind of slow me down if possible. Try to not lose any power on his side. Looks like I marshal out Asha Greyjoy. Some more stealth. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I want to see. Got a Rose Road there. Add some future economy. Shifted my location around. I think an Iron Mines is new. No, it's not. That was last round. Iron Mines, Iron Fleet Scout, Sea Tower knelt there. Looks like I'm going first again. Chosen by the Tyrell player, actually. One initiative chose me to go first. Well, I see a raiding longship. Help me out. I think raiding longships, I'm not 100% sure, but they might only work on characters without attachments. And that would suck anyway. Seal the hand on Balon. Living the dream. Just need great Kraken. Give him stealth. Another Iron Mine, so setting up for the Valor here. Just building up the saves. So I can at least save Asha and Balon right now. What's on the board. I have some saves in hand. So he just craps out a ton of gold onto the board again here. And plays a Rattlechurch Raiders. Trying to get rid of attachments, which sucks. Gonna get rid of that seal of hand if I play stupid and lose a military. But he does have not a bad spread of military strength plus Marjorie there to give a 3 bonus on that. And I saw from the last game he's playing at least 2 Growing Strongs in his deck from the last video. So at any time he could spend some money and just buff a bunch of character strength. So he can win the challenges he wants to win. I'm pretty sure, at least on offense.
He's on, right? You got on there, right? Can't claim anything for power.
Yeah, I was thinking of power challenge there with Maester Windermere, and then put the brakes on real quick when I looked over and saw that beautiful power token on his Calm over Westeros, reducing my power to 0 claims, so he just has to block the unopposed. I get nothing out of the challenge, so why bother unless I'm throwing Balon in there to get some renown, or to stand Asha, make sure I get unopposed, you know, that kind of thing. But
So summer plot, yes, summer plot.
he's got tons of gold to throw into the Arbor Knight if he wants to win, like an intrigue, or use it to buff military, I guess.
You have wasabi on your face, sir.
So I'm starting to realize I'm kind of running into this wall here. Yes, I have the stealth. Yes, I can probably win challenges. I have the Iron Fleet Scout there on the bottom, so I get some extra strength. But he's got strength tricks too, so we will see. So I got the intrigue 1v1 right now. Is he gonna spend some money? Should pass. Let's let him see if he's gonna trigger it. Yep, he's gonna spend 1.
Go ahead.
Neil the Iron Fleet Scout, that's the question. Do we care? Still got money to spend, like I can only get him up to 3. He's got to spend 2 more, and he'll leave him with 2 gold left, which is still dangerous. So it's not going to get him to just spend his gold to waste it.
5, 6, oh no, 7, 8. Can't kick me out, but you tie. It wouldn't be unopposed though.
So it looks like I'm thinking the math on a future challenge here with Balon.
Oh, true, yeah.
Like, I was sort of like,
I know, but
that's why I wanted to play the other one
yeah.
last turn. I was going to play both, and I was like,
Yeah.
now you're fucked. But then I forgot. I think I asked the injury.
Oops, I don't even have it. What am I doing? I thought I was raiding Longship the whole time staring at it. I need to learn the art.
Yeah, so for some reason I thought I had a rating long ship,
Yeah, I'll
but it's
give
actually
him
an Iron Fleet
plus-
Scout,
no, that's-
because I'm a moron.
Oh, because you'll just keep going on that. That would be funny.
Or will I?
I know.
I want you to bait that.
No, go ahead, you win.
So he fully defends, has the Arbor Knight up to 2 strength, fully blocks my Lord's Port shipwright on the intrigue and defends. So I gotta think of Balon. What challenge am I trying to get through with that guy? He's sitting at 2 power right now. I'm only at 1. Still early here. Counting up the power totals.
Pass to you, sir.
And I'm just going to pass it. I just realized he can stuff me.
Pass to you.
And I'm just going to play defensively, I guess. Stop him from running away with it.
You keep your cards in your hands, so you don't need to deal that entry. So he can be 8. So 12 is your limit to play within it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about the raiding, the Rattle Shirt's Raiders there, trying to get rid of that seal of the hand. Do I have enough to block it?
You did it. Brace the storm.
50% of my call.
I think that Knight of the Summer has to actually, has to be alone attacking, I believe. Let me read this Mare and Heat business. Gotta figure out what's the deal with that.
Just him? 5, 8.
There's a couple, 2 strikes. They both do 2 others. Yeah.
Mare and Heat. While attached characters attacking or defending alone, Mare and Heat gains action. Kneel Mare and Heat to choose a participating character with strength higher than that of attached character and move that character from the challenge. So yes,
5.
attacking or defending
I
alone.
go in, you kick me out. That's what this happens.
No. I feel like that's the thing.
So he's coming in on a power challenge. As long as I put in multiple characters that are equal or less strength, I can defend it. But I gotta be careful on the military. Gotta be careful with the military. What's he got there? Rattle Shirts Raiders are 3. Hedge Knight's 3 right now because there's another knight out in play. And Marjorie's another 3 on top of that. So I can grab 9 there. And I can stop that if I leave Asha and Balon standing. Balon's at 6. I can buff him from the Iron Fleet Scout and use Asha and protect that seal of the hand. But will I do that? That's a fear right now I need to think about, I believe, but do I remember? I'm taking it real slow and careful here. As you should in a finals game that has a 2-hour time limit. So for those right now who are saying I'm playing slow, stop it. Stop it. You gotta be careful in those finals matches. Just takes one mistake. And your house of cards can fall apart.
I'm like just trying to math it out, like which
So
option,
no defenders.
what you use.
I realize probably that the Rattle Shirts Raiders is still on the board and can still do a challenge and still steal my seasonal trip. So intrigue challenge now with
No
Marge.
defenders.
Takes that strength buff out of the equation. Unopposed, obviously. Tyrell player sitting on 6 power now. My God, 6 power. And I'm at 0.
6, 10, 12,
Not looking good for me, that's for sure.
6, 7,
But
11.
there's this little plot
I know.
you may have heard of. Alarm Morgulus sitting in there can definitely shake things up with a deck that's putting all its power on characters that are non-unique. that can't get bodyguards, can't get duplicates, can't save them. So all that power, looking at that, just that doesn't even count to me from the other side of the board, playing a Greyjoy deck with Valor. I'm just saying, yeah, pile it up, pile it up. Whether you're at 0 or 14, it's all the same to me right now. So I'll just, yeah, as long as I can pull that Valor before he pulls out the win. Maybe set him back, throw him off, come back, you know, maybe I'll recover better and then pound the win through. But,
It's not sure.
it's going to be a little harder without my Rise of the Kraken plot, the 2/8/2.
Yeah, it's probably
It's in my used plot pile now. I played the first round, so we will see. Alright, so I believe we're third round here, third plot. We got Confiscation. He couldn't get the Rattle Shirts Raiders to do it, so he's just going to use a plot to get rid of that Seal the Hand. And I'm playing Time of Plenty, so we're drawing 3 cards. I'm digging here. Trying to get some dupes, trying to get some better locations on the board, maybe dig into some saves.
7.
So 7 gold. Got the Iron Islands Fishmonger. I think I'm going first again here, looks like. Got the Sea Tower to help reduction on the economy.
We show up and finish then.
Let's see, I got a Fealty too. Don't forget, I got Fealty. Maybe saving that for a We Do Not Sow sneak play. Kind of kneel it out ahead of time and reduce the cost. And then maybe forget, since I have no gold saved, I can get a We Do Not Sow off and send that Arbor to the discard pile. Would be beautiful. But no Euron Crow's Eye out there yet to steal it. So he might just draw into a dupe to either save the Arbor still or just play it back out. I do see Euron actually in hand. It would be nice.
Oh god. I saw something. What a dream.
I can play him. I have knelt the Sea Tower and the Iron Islands Fishmonger to reduce Greyjoy character by 2 so far. I really should have been letting him go first, now that I look at it. But I'm not sure. I don't think it was my call. I forget the initiative on Time of Plenty. But I think it's lower than 5 for sure off Confiscation. But he still let me go first, so. So it is Euron Crow's Eye. So Euron, Balon, and Asha. Triple threat. Little Windermere sauce on the side. And a third Iron Mines, and you hear the frustration across the table in John's voice. He knows what's coming. He knows. And a sea stone chair.
What's a sea stone chair?
Go ahead.
So I can start driving the sea stone chair.
I really wish.
Drive that stake through the heart of those power-sucking Tyrell characters there. They're renowns. Doesn't have many out on the board yet, but
She's sticking
you
around.
saw the last
Yeah,
video.
Yeah, out here for someone else.
Get some King Renly on the board, Brianna Tarth. Some more of those little knights. He's got Lady Stances Rose in the deck. Yeah, it can get a little gross. And he's playing the plot too that gives renown to all the knights on that one turn.
What do you got for gold?
Attorney for the King, I believe it is. So yeah,
Ether.
it's a little gross. So Sea Stone will help me kill a few of those.
Save.
He's already thinking of the Valor turn right now. He's got to draw into some uniques, get some dupes on them like he did with Marjorie there. He's got a dupe on Marjorie, a bodyguard, so she's going to be sticking around. But Sea Stone maybe can help me get that dupe and or bodyguard off of Marge. Maybe I can get her exposed in time for the Valor, but... See a copy of Randall Tarley down there in the discard pile. It's nice to see. So we know we might only have 2 other copies in the deck, so getting him out on the board and duped is less chance of that right now.
It's usually when you say, I'm going to have to, is he comes down and you're like,
And we got Brianna
I
Tarth.
want to play Varys into your sea stone chair. That doesn't make sense.
that would be fun.
And yeah, he said he was hesitant there in playing her because of Sea Stone
You
chair.
really don't care, you're just trying to save everything else. Makes sense.
And he sits on 5.
Alright.
Wow. No dupe for Brienne, no Lady in Waiting. We know he's playing those in his deck to protect them from Valor. Hasn't seen them yet. So yeah, even though I'm only sitting at 1 power, and he's sitting at 6, yeah, I think I might be okay looking at how that went. He did not crap out his hand on the board. He saved a bunch of gold, so yeah, it's not what I expected. know he's playing pleasure barges too, so there's a chance he could just, you know, get a ton of gold there off the Arbornist plot, and then play a pleasure barge and just draw a ton of cards and flood them out on the board. So gives a chance to recover from Valor very nicely, doing that kind of play.
She's like, I look at her as a better character, but I forget about the Mirror Heat shit. It's been a while.
What happens here?
I started that shit already. I was the first one I heard to play that fucking attachment. Everyone made fun of me.
Trolling John here, just saying how I used to play Mirror Heat when it first came out. Everyone laughed at me. Used it to actually win a Sword Championship last year. You can see videos of me playing it. But yeah, definitely threw a bunch of people off when I played at my Laney Rose deck and messed with a bunch of people. Works great against Robert Baratheon. When you're putting it on Hedge Knights and Arbor Knights. Yeah, very juicy. Well, everyone else at the time was putting it on Knight of Flowers. Silly, silly people. You put it on your weenies.
Still would win. Do we care about winning? No, I'm good. You win.
I don't win. You still win.
Oh, because of Asha, yeah. Sorry.
And honestly,
but
I'm getting a little tired here and having trouble with math.
That's what I'm saying.
Thinking I lost a challenge, but I still win.
So, coin?
Military. Not unopposed.
Hey, you got power.
Looks like Brandon Tarth was buffed there by Marjorie Tyrell to get her above Balon's strength.
Boop, 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 boop,
I think is what happened. Asha doesn't get to stand, which kind of sucks. I don't know why I didn't buff Balon. Maybe it's Marjorie put her to 8. Oh, I see. I could only get Balon to 8, so it didn't feel like wasting the Ironfleet Scout since it doesn't put him up enough over Brienne to make her worth 0. And Intrigue Challenge, blocked by the Arbor Knight. You're on Crow's Eye. 3 cards in John's hand. Gonna claim 1 here. And it's a Crown of Golden Roses, or whatever it's called. Dirty, dirty little attachment. Lady in Waiting, pillaged off the top of the deck. No locations for me to steal yet. But I'm very glad he did not get that Lady in Waiting in hand, that's for sure. That's a card I want to see gone. Because if I don't Valor next turn, that's something that can get out there and dupe Brienne and keep her in play. I don't need that.
Power Challenge.
Yeah, looks like Power Challenge. Maester Windermere. Gotta stealth the guy with the Marin Heat on him, of course. Also has Renown. So I played a Summer Plot. And John did not. I'm an idiot. No, I'm just joking. It happens. Summer Plots are popular right now, that's for sure. Everyone's got at least one in the deck usually.
Yeah.
So I got a buff with the Ironfleet Scout, win the challenge, steal a power. And pretty much nil out my entire board except for a Lord Sport Shipwright.
1, 2, 3. Unopposed?
And unopposed military takes the attachment off of Balon there, giving him +1 strength. Not a big deal though. Nice to have, but and then he gets an unopposed power challenge through. So not looking good for me. Not looking good for me. Down to 3 power. He's up to 9. Looks like he forgot a Renown. I let him take it, of course.
Oh.
I'm that kind of guy to my metamates. If I was playing someone that I really wanted to destroy, I would not let them take that. Just kidding. I usually give 1 take back.
My poor baby. My poor baby Knight of Summer. He's gonna get Valor.
And now John's whining about me playing Valor. And players do that a lot and try to get you to play it on purpose and trick you by playing a plot that counters it. And so I gotta think, is John that type of player? He's messing with me and setting me up, you know, getting in my head, quote unquote, which most players don't anymore. I've been caught in the past, especially in first edition when I was a newer player. People just mess with you and, you know, talk out loud, and you're thinking like, why are they giving me information? This is weird. They're talking out loud and maybe don't realize it. But really, they're just trying to mess with you. But looks like I ain't never scared. And I play Valar Morghulis into Song of Summer. So he's giving +1 to a bunch of characters that aren't going to exist anymore.
Yeah. With what? What are you saving it with? You are playing Varys. No, I'm just Go ahead. Yeah.
So yeah, he uses the bodyguard to save.
Oh, it does? Discard, right?
And
my bad.
Marjorie stays out there with a dupe on her.
3 big guys.
And I save Balon, Asha, and Euron, of course. Yep, that's what I save.
Maybe a card in the
So
game.
I keep the power on my characters on the board. They go bye-bye on the other side. But he's still got 7 power on his house card.
Oh, yeah.
Marjorie in play with a dupe.
What did you say?
Marin Heat went back to hand. It's non-terminal. And And my locations get cleaned up there by me getting all 3 iron mines to the dead pile. But if he's playing Valor, I may be in trouble. But we'll see. If he doesn't play anything and he plays Valor next turn, he cleans up my board if I don't get some saves out there, some dupes. Or, not saves out there, but I guess, yeah, dupes out there, bodyguards, or some Risens in hand. That could be in trouble. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's playing it. We have ourselves a new game here. I'm at 3 power. He's at 7, like I said. He's winning by a bit here, but yeah. I have Euron, Balon, and Asha on the board with Seastone Chair, and now a Raiding Longship on top of that, and an Ironfleet Scout. So it's all kind of coming together for me. But he does have Arbor, 2 Rose Gardens to help him play anything he draws into. And he dupes the Arbor. I didn't get rid of it in time. So We Do Not So is not going to really do anything for me unless I get 2 of them going. Plays to Robar Royce. Plays on the whole summer and winter business. And there's a summer plot out there. And the Marin Heat goes on the Hedge Knight, which is pretty dangerous. And I don't think I use Raiding Longships on him.
Sit pretty.
Going for it?
We will see. So I got 2 gold saved. He's got 4. I got no claim. Played Valor. But Seastone still, which is always nice on a Valor turn. Place claim. Still get that military claim off, but it's targeted, which is nice. But I do have to get an unopposed on that. So I definitely need to stealth where I can. I can stealth the Hedge Knight. And use a Raiding Longship on Sir Robar Royce there if I need to. I think I'm going to start with an Intrigue challenge here.
Anything juicy? Nothing.
And nothing in the discard pile yet to get.
Pillage will get you eventually, fucker.
But yeah, I'm betting on some pillage here, but it's always good to win challenges and get some renown either way.
You got a Mandarin there?
You know, me having no claim, there's the, you know, some players will just leave it and let it go unopposed, so
Mandarin be the fucking tits.
it's a way to get some power. And he's going to block with Marjorie.
Action.
And he's just going to play his last card in hand, which is Growing Strong, to buff Marjorie and buff Robar Royce. So Robar Royce is up to 6.
+2, +1.
Oh, then +1 here. Yeah, sorry.
You still win.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just debating, like, reading, but...
Please.
So Robar Royce, after Summer Plot card is revealed, he gains 1 power limit once per phase. So not really mattering right now, but if he's still around next turn, another Summer Plot is flipped. You can start getting some power. So another way to get, like, quote-unquote, some renowned power there. Some power on your characters. The whole theme of his deck, it looks like.
You're not so?
Yeah.
So yeah, unopposed challenge. We Do Not So gets rid of that silly Marin Heat. So 2 of them, I think, have gone to the discard pile now, which is very
to go
nice.
for that, and then you play that. I was like, well, that makes the choice. Like, I gotta do it. That's fucking annoying.
Yes, Marin Heat is
I know.
annoying.
I would consider, like...
But I am good with that.
So, it was unopposed. No claim. Renown and pillage.
So Nightmare's Pillage. So a good card to see go to the discard pile, but still no attachments. Euron's out there, but not pulling anything across. And since that We Do Not So came a little late, the chance for that, Arbor's already duped. Might as well use it on the Marin Heat. Still good value in my opinion. Marin Heat keeping your big dudes out of challenges is super annoying, but yeah.
Military still.
And we got military challenge. I think here. So Asha will stand. No defenders. Seastone, replace claim. Kills Sir Robar Royce. Doesn't defend with anyone, of course. Balon's in the challenge, so he just makes a Hedge Knight. Not count his strength anyway. And power challenge, stealthing with Asha. So going first here on a Valor turn, looking pretty juicy. Tons of power gain. Characters killed. His hand's empty from him playing his card. I don't know why he played it. I guess I wouldn't be claiming. That was interesting why he buffed their strength. Ooh, forgot about the no claim. I don't know. Thinking about it now. Looks like I'm sitting at 8 power. And he's also at 8 power. We're sitting at a tie game right now. That is interesting.
How many cards you got in hand? 0? Oh, shit.
So we're going to the next plots here. I'm looking at my plot, deciding my plot. I realize he's got no cards in hand. He's top decking. Yeah, he's got the Arbor, but he's picking his plot not knowing what he's going to draw. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, as a Greyjoy player, when your opponent has an empty hand, you still got cards. You know, you're feeling pretty good. It's not normal. But I knew the meta was full of rush decks to counter the wall and dominance location to heavy decks. No one's playing location hate, so my Greyjoys are kind of okay. Play a ton of locations, go nuts. I got the stuff to deal with locations, and I'm playing a Valor deck, so characters that get renowned, which rush decks usually go heavy on that. I have an answer for those too with Valor and Seastone Chair. So that's why I picked the Greyjoy deck to run with this Store Championships. And looks like it's doing okay for me so far. Got here to the final table, but it will be enough to close it out. Counting Coppers in the close call. So he moves Brianna Tarth to the discard pile. Draws a card. I obviously get a handful of cards.
If I didn't know.
And looks like a Marshal in here. We've got a King's Road in play.
From what I saw, I don't think you should play.
Oh, I got a C tower. Can I play anything? Or I obviously have options maybe, and I can go different ways here. Gotta be careful. Go crazy and just try to get characters out there exposed more. And hope he's not playing Varys or Valor.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the deck today, like there were a lot of times where Valor.
I don't see him playing that. It's a rush deck. Now looking back on it, I don't see that being in the deck. But John's been a little crazy and loves playing Varys, and you never know. So I decided to play a Victorian Greyjoy. Going first, got Intimidate. And he's going to play a Bodyguard and Heartsbane on Marjorie.
Bitch has got a sword!
And that's okay with me. It's his top deck. I'm feeling pretty good. Marjorie's running around with the strength buff sword.
How much gold? Yeah, but
She can buff the Hedge Knight strength though. But then the Heartsbane doesn't really work if you're using Marjorie's ability, so yeah, I'm okay if he has to make that decision.
Pretty sure you win.
I fucked up worse than this before.
And we hear John realizing that. I'm pretty sure I can close it on this turn, but I'm not too sure. I'm never too sure. But he does have an empty hand. He's got a ton of gold. It doesn't matter. But he's only got 2 characters on the board. No way to stand them. So I just got to do this right. I don't know if I can throw them all in on a power challenge. I don't think that's how to do it. I definitely got to do multiple challenges. But
And I saw
Raiding Longship, I don't think I can do the stealth or take Marjorie out. She's got attachments.
Sky will be back in February. Sky will be back in February.
She can be, was this +2?
+3.
+3?
Should be 6. She can't bump herself.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Sell it.
So Intrigue with Euron. Oh, he does have a card in hand, I think. Yeah, he does. Sorry. Oh, yes. He drew another card with Close Call. My bad. He did have extra. Lady Sansa's Rose, and he's got a knight and a lady on the board. That is funny. And I pillage a King's Road off the top of the deck. Live in the dream. Euron pillage, King's Road, steal it. But I don't think I'll need it. I think this is it here. I know you guys are probably yelling. I probably should use Victorion in the first challenge, stealth, and then Balon and Nelt, and then stood up Asha, use her in a challenge, then Euron is the last challenge, and go on oppose that way. I know. I'm looking at it now, seeing that, but
Sorry.
I try to play careful in my finals games. That's for sure. No rush. 2-hour time limit.
Oh, self things. Unopposed reactions.
So unopposed, stand Asha. Power claim.
Yeah, sure. You just took the
I think I'm sitting at
Did you take a
12.
dupe? Yeah.
Oh, that's military.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
Power. I don't know what's going on here.
Sorry, I need to slow down. Sorry, unopposed, right?
Yeah.
Power challenge, so
Did you want to kill him? You could have done it with that.
No, I would have just tried to drill through her anyway, and you took one off, so it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true too. That's true too. Yeah, whatever. No, it's fine.
So you made the choice.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I guess I skipped the Sea Stone on a military challenge.
Sorry.
We're kind of playing fast here.
Clean, power clean, right?
A little fast and loose on his side for sure.
Distracted. Renown.
And yeah, I take my renowns, and that's it. I realized I didn't realize how much power I needed, how much was left there, and yeah. So congrats to me. Second year in a row, taking the Millennium Games Store Championship for Game of Thrones card game. And we got more content coming up on the channel though, guys. Should be doing some live streams from some game night kits on some upcoming Thursday nights. We got regional seasons starting in mid-May, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that little alarm bell button right beside the subscribe button to be notified anytime I post a new video or anytime we go live here. But yeah, at least click that like button, and you can leave comments below. Let me know what you thought. But yeah, it feels good, man. And yeah, I got another Store Championship this year. I think that's 2 this year. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next videos. Stay tuned.